Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what time you turned this meditation practice on. My name is Corey. I am here today to guide you through about 30-minute practice with meditation, some breath work, just as an invitation to pause, to settle in, and to really arrive into your body. So go ahead and make sure you've got comfy clothes on, a nice setting with minimal distractions if possible, but really anywhere will do. And when you arrive in your space, I invite you to find a comfortable seat. So whether you are sitting on the floor, on your couch, on a chair, on the bed, it might feel nice to elevate the hips a bit. If you've got a meditation cushion or a pillow, works just the same. You can be crossed at the ankles, knees bent. If that's not super comfortable, I invite you to find what is. And take a moment to sit yourself there. And taking any last minute wiggles, any last minute shakes that you need in order to really find some stillness here. And when you do find that stillness, I invite you to just feel your sit bones rooting down into the earth. And as your sit bones root down, notice what it's like to lift up through the crown of your head. So the spine becomes a little taller, a little longer. We root down to rise up. The hands can rest comfortably on the thighs, palms face down or palms face up, whatever feels right in your body. And feel your shoulders grow heavy. Feel your elbows release. And perhaps you slightly tuck the chin to make the back of the neck a little longer. If it feels safe and comfortable, you can close down the eyes, allow your eyelids to grow heavy. And if for any reason that is not an option for you in this moment, you can keep your eyes open. But perhaps you soften your gaze, maybe you even lower it down towards your ankles. And starting at the very crown of the head, you will feel it soften. And consciously unfurrowing the brow. Relaxing the space in between the eyebrows. And all those tiny muscles around the eyes, let go. And if the eyes are closed, your eyelids are not clenching or squeezing shut, they're just gently closed. And the eyes come to stillness underneath the eyelids. The cheekbones are soft, the jaw is heavy. Even your earlobes settle. Notice where the tongue is. Is it glued to the roof of your mouth? And can you release it? And we hold so much tension in our face. Just try to release any expression that you wore before you sat down on your meditation cushion, on your pillow, on your bed, on your couch, whatever it is. And release that expression to really open yourself up to receiving whatever it is that this meditation practice has to offer you. I will invite you to turn your awareness to your breath. And not necessarily changing the breath just yet, just noticing where your body breathes, right? So which parts of your body start to move as you breathe in and you breathe out. Without assigning any specific value to the breath, just noticing how it feels. Becoming acutely aware of your inhale and where it lands, and your exhale and what softens. And starting to allow the breath to be just a little bit longer and perhaps a little bit more controlled, a little deeper. And we will begin with a breathwork technique called krama, or better known as 3-part breath. Whereas you take a big inhale and you feel the breath go all the way down into the belly. You feel the belly expand, belly button moves away from the spine. As you keep breathing in, the rib cage moves out. Left side rib cage and right side rib cage move away from one another. And then finally, at the top of your inhale, your chest will move out and up as you fill all the way up. And then slowly with control, you'll let that breath go. You'll feel the chest fall, the rib cage fall, and then the belly. And just noticing which parts of the body move as each of the 3 parts fill up and then release. You breathe in, and as if you were filling up a cup of water, the breath goes all the way to the bottom first, and then the middle, and then the top. And you breathe out, and the very top part of your body falls, and then the middle, and then the bottom. Again, those 3 parts as you breathe in are your belly. Your belly grows big, and once the belly fills up, the rib cage starts to expand. The ribs move out. And you keep breathing in, and then your chest fills all the way up. The chest expands out and then up. And as you breathe out, you feel the chest fall, the rib cage fall, and then the belly. And we'll add on here in just a few breaths, but for now, just practice that technique, just feeling each part of the 3 parts of your body filling up and then releasing. If at any point this technique is just not jiving with you, it's just not working for you right now, that's okay. And feel free to release it and come back to your natural ebb and flow of your breath at any point. We are just here to do our best while honoring ourselves. You'll take one more round just like that, and then we will add on. You breathe in, the belly fills, and then the rib cage, and then the chest. And you breathe out, The chest falls, and then the rib cage, and then the belly. Just like that, one more time, you breathe in, you fill up each of the 3 parts. When you get to the very tippy top and there's no more room to breathe in any more breath, you'll take a pause. And then you'll breathe out just the top third. So breathe out the air in the chest. And then you'll pause. Letting go of the air in the rib cage. And take another pause. And then finally the belly. Let it all go until you are completely empty. And once you're empty, you pause again. And doing the best to control your inhale, you'll take a big inhale, breathing all the way, filling all the way up. And when you get to the very tippy top, you'll pause. And same as we did the last time, you'll breathe out just the top third. You feel your chest move down as you empty. And then you'll pause. You'll empty it out 1/3 more as your ribs move a little closer together. They deflate. And then you'll pause. And finally, the belly will fall back towards the spine as you empty all the way. And when you empty all the way, you pause. And continuing on like that, a big breath in until you fill all the way up to the very tippy top. You'll pause. And breathe out so the chest falls, and then you'll take a pause. Breathing out just a bit more so there's no more air in the rib cage. Pause. And then finally, the belly deflates. Pausing at the bottom when you're empty. And then repeating that cycle. You breathe in till you're at the very tippy top. And I'll give you some time in silence to practice that on your own, doing the best you can. And remembering that this is not mandatory, you can always release the technique. Doing your best to anchor your awareness in this breath. Wherever you're at, you will finish up this breath and then take one more cycle of this krama, this 3-part breath. When you get to the bottom of your next exhale, you breathe in naturally, normally, releasing that technique completely. And finding your new rhythm of your breath, finding your flow with it, and doing your best to keep it controlled, but natural. And once you've regulated your breath, invite you to tuck the chin towards the chest. And just make some gentle circles with your chin, getting into the neck. And then switch direction of the circle. You'll pause with the chin tucked towards the chest. And from here, I invite you to bring just a little more movement into your body, whatever that means to you, bringing yourself out of that breathwork technique. And then eventually you'll find yourself lying down completely. So if you need to move down to the floor or a blanket or your mat, completely reclined. And when you lay all the way down, take up some space. Know that you're not confined. The legs don't need to be together. The arms don't need to be completely by your side. You can flip the palms to face up. And feel your feet just splay out naturally. Might feel nice to shimmy the shoulder blades just a little closer together to make some space in your heart. And if there's a lot of space between the back of your neck and the ground or whatever your surface you're laying on, perhaps you tuck the chin a little bit so you can elongate the neck. And if you opened your eyes to transition down to the floor, I invite you to close them again. Again, if you don't want to close your eyes at all, you can just keep a soft gaze so that the muscles of the eyes are released, not working. And once you lie down and you find a comfortable position with the arms down and the legs down, notice what it feels like to be still, to be fully reclined, everything spread out. And then you'll turn your awareness to the crown of your head. And as we scan the body, we'll release anything we're holding onto bit by bit, from the crown of the head all the way to the toes, nice and slow. So holding that awareness on the crown of the head, just feel it soften. And even if that's a strange ask, just feel it release something. Letting go of any scrunchiness in the eyebrows, the brow unfurrows. And consciously releasing the space in between the eyebrows. You feel the temples get a little bit bigger. And the eyelids are heavy. The eyes are still underneath them. Even the bottoms of the eyes let go. The ears soften. The cheekbones. Even the skin of your face. Making some space in between your top and bottom rows of teeth so that your jaw can unlock and release down. Allowing the tongue to fall off the roof of the mouth. And the throat is soft. And bring your awareness to the space in between your collarbones. Just notice if there's anything you're holding on to there. Allowing gravity to really bring the shoulders a little closer to the earth beneath you. Letting the shoulders come a little further away from your ears. And tracing the awareness down the arms, you'll let your elbows be heavy. The biceps, the triceps, let go. And the forearms. Noticing what the hands are doing. Are your fingertips curling in naturally? Are your fists balled up? Or are your hands super straight, your fingers straightening? Just allow them to be. You're not using any energy to make any shape with your hands whatsoever. The palms are soft. The fingers and even the nail beds. Your attention moves back up your arms, into your shoulders. Once again, just check in there. Be soft with the shoulders. And feel your heart and all those tiny muscles in your chest. Be expansive on an inhale. And fall on an exhale. Not holding the rib cage in, just allow it to be free. And same with the belly. We often walk around holding the belly in, trying to make it smaller than it is. Can you allow it to be in its natural state? Big and expansive on the inhale. And soft on the exhale. You'll notice how the length of your spine feels on whatever surface you're lying on. Letting any tension go in the upper back, in the middle back, especially the lower back. You'll feel your glutes disengage. The outer hips and the front of the hips are soft. The tops of the legs, your quads, your hamstrings. No muscle activation, no tension, they're just hanging out. And feel your kneecaps let go. And the backs of the knees. Can they drift just a little closer to the surface you're on? And the lower legs, the shins, and the calves. Just allow them to be in their natural state. Feel your ankles, the tops of your feet, all the way to the tips of your toes. Now quickly scan the body from the crown of your head all the way to the tips of your toes. And any last lingering tension you find, can you imagine it going down, down, down until it releases out the soles of your feet? And broadening that awareness to your entire being. Not fixated anymore on any one point. Just allowing yourself to simply be. And feeling your whole self on your mat, on your blanket, on the ground. And then feeling that surface rise up to support you. Not doing any work, to just be exactly as you are. And just give yourself a few moments in silence to really relish in this stillness. To feel yourself both heavy and light at the same time. Maybe as if you could even float away. And give yourself permission to rest here. Before you move any muscles at all, just bring yourself back to your breath and take a big breath in, fill up. And then let that breath go. And one more time, just like that. Big breath in, expand. And a big breath out, let go. Slowly bring your awareness back to the tips of your fingers and your toes. And perhaps you start to make some gentle movements, little wiggles. And those movements grow just a little larger. You start to circle out your ankles and your wrists. You take those circles in the other direction. And then on your next big inhale, you'll reach the arms up overhead and point the toes away. Everything grows long and expands, making yourself as tall as you can. And on an exhale, you'll gather your knees up into your chest and just fall over to the right side of your body, nice and gentle. In a comfortable resting position on your side, perhaps the right arm comes up overhead and you use it as a pillow to rest here. And taking a moment to let all of that just sink in, soaking it up, almost marinating in it. The meditation, the breath work, the 30 minutes you just took out of your day for you. And when you're ready, you'll bring yourself up to a comfortable seat. Just like we began, cross at the ankles. And this time you can bring your left hand to your heart and then the right hand to the left. So both of your hands are covering your heart space. Taking a big breath in, feeling your whole body expand. Fill up and hold it at the top. And then sigh it out. And when you're ready, you can begin to just blink your eyes open, take in your surroundings. And I hope that this practice has gotten you in the right headspace to go about your day and meet it with peace, with a little serenity, or maybe with a little more awareness. I want to thank you for trusting me to guide you through your meditation. And thank you for showing up for yourself.